It's Scrawlrbox time.
Pastel pink in the sunset. You know I never wanna make you upset.
Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Romy and I just received February's Scrawlrbox. A bit late again because of Brexit, and we outside of the UK are probably going to keep experiencing delays in shipping, but fortunately this will be the only change and no taxes will be applied because of its price range. But now let's talk about the box contents, which this month is acrylic based. We got a pad of 6 sheets of Dalarani paper for acrylics, 3 Sennelier Abstract Matte Soft Body acrylic paint pouches, a Kohinoor Magic Pencil, an acrylic paint marker in black from Dalarani as well, and a ProArte acrylic brush. And the treat of the month is some delicious popping candy, which really brought me back to my childhood. So this time I decided to do the swatches off camera, and I did them before starting the sketch for the Scrawler Challenge, which theme is fractured figures. My first idea was to do a simple woman profile face and section it and sort of displace the pieces, but after checking the scroller design and the feature artist aka Julian Reynolds work, I thought I'd try to do it in a kind of Cubist style, which is something totally new to me. So first I divided the sheet in 9 equal parts in order to use the rule of thirds for my composition. This rule, if you're not familiar with it, it basically says you should put your focal points in the intersections of this grid. So I tried to do that, keeping some kind of proportions, not paying too much attention to it though, because Cubism. It is refreshing sometimes not to focus on these things. I tried to keep my face as geometrical as I could, which was a bit of a struggle to me, but in the end I was quite pleased with the sketch. So I went over it with my magic pencil and erased everything underneath it, and then started to paint. Now let's talk about the art supplies. I was already familiar with the Sennelier acrylic paints. I got some in a previous upgrade box, and unfortunately I'm not a real fan of them for a couple of reasons actually, because I feel they do dry faster than normal acrylics. Maybe it's just maybe it's just perception, I'm not sure, but that's what I feel. I don't really see the matte finish they're supposed to have. I guess it's a bit more opaque than normal acrylic, but gouache is definitely more matte than this one, so I don't know, I don't see the point, I don't see the matte anywhere. And plus I don't particularly like the package, to be honest. I know a lot of people seem to like these pouches. I personally don't. I think they are not really precise when you are trying to squeeze the amount you need, and you sometimes get bigger blobs than you would like to get. It is just personal preferences, and I know that the quality of the pigments and the paint of Sennelier is really top-notch. As always, we do get very good quality art supplies with Scrawlrbox. That's a guarantee, and I'm not saying it's not good quality, it's just I'm not particularly in love with this line. What I did really fell in love with in this box was the paper we got. The pad of Dalarani System 3 acrylic heavyweight was really a discovery, a great one. It's a 360 gram acid-free paper. It's got a pretty interesting texture, I think, and it would take beautifully colored pencils and pastels, and probably oil pastel as well. I think I'll have to check that. But that was unfortunately it. For the first time in over a year of subscription, the only supply I really enjoyed using was the paper. It was bound to happen sometimes, I guess. The brush I did not like using at all. In fact, I had to change it quite soon during the process. I am not sure if it's because of the size compared to the paper size, but I am pretty sure I received some other ProArt brushes before this one, and I kind of remember finding them a bit stiff as well and not great for details as I did this time around. The magic pencil is what it is. It's basically a novelty item, but it's fun. As for the Dalarani acrylic marker, I am really sorry, but for me it was a no. Maybe I received a bad one, I'm sure, but mine at least was quite difficult to activate. It took literally ages, and it did not work great overall. At the end of the painting, I struggled quite a bit to put in details with it, but again, I probably received a defective one because normally I love Dalarani art supplies, but for now I think I'll stick to my Poscas. What I did enjoy immensely was the scrawlrchallenge itself. Even if in the middle of the painting process I was a bit unhappy with how it was turning out, I am starting to learn and understand that this is almost always the case at some point during a painting, and you just have to keep going for a bit, and if you don't give up, you end up having fun and sometimes even loving the result, like in this case. Once I started adding some white details here and there, a little bit of texture and a few extra cubes in the background, and especially the white lines dividing the pieces, the scattered fractures of the painting, everything started to make kind of sense to me, and in the end I really like this piece and how it turned out. I am not sure if it's Cubist enough though. I see a bit of comic sort of pop art style in it for some reason, and I think that's why I kind of dig it, really. At the end of the video I inserted a photo of the finished piece I took for my Instagram, and if you want to let me know what you think about it down in the comments, or by leaving a thumbs up or down, whichever you like, and I really would appreciate your feedback. Anyways, if you are still here, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next videos. Until then, I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Remember to always have fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!